There are basically at this point only two possible outcomes for people who work for or with Donald Trump. He's either going to absolutely ruin your life, or he's going to behave inappropriately sexually towards you. Now, we've seen plenty of evidence of the latter. But what about the former? That Donald Trump will ruin your life if you try to work with him. Well, I think for the best example of that, we just need to ask Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani right now, according to subpoenas viewed by the Wall Street Journal, could be facing more than half a dozen criminal charges related to his work with the indicted Ukrainian Americans Lev Parnas and Igor Fruman. Here are some of the charges that these subpoenas hint at: obstruction of justice, money laundering, conspiracy to defraud the United States, making false statements to the federal government, serving as an agent of a foreign government without registering with the Justice Department, donating funds from foreign nationals, making contributions in the name of another person or allowing someone else to use one's name to make a contribution, along with mail fraud and wire fraud. So that's 9. That's 9 potential criminal charges that Rudy Giuliani might end up being hit with. And every single one of these charges is related to his work for Donald Trump. Had Giuliani not gotten involved with this guy, he wouldn't be facing any of this. He would still kind of be that obscure, hero-like figure in some people's eyes. The rest of us would still see him as a fraud, but we wouldn't have to talk about him. We wouldn't be devoting any time to the crimes of Rudy Giuliani because they simply wouldn't exist. Donald Trump turned Rudy Giuliani from an incompetent mayor into a full-blown criminal in the span of about 2 years, folks. If you work with him, he will ruin your life. Giuliani may have had a ton of goodwill following 9/11, and he did. He squandered it. He was a pretty crappy mayor prior to 9/11, and he went back to being horrible after it. He had his unsuccessful run for president of the United States, didn't even make it past the first couple of primaries. And that would have been the end of the Giuliani story, right? But he made the decision to come back, to work for this guy because he thought he could get a little bit more out of it. He thought maybe his political career wasn't over with. Maybe he could still become Attorney General. Maybe he could still get a high-ranking position in this administration as long as he just played ball, as long as he did what Donald Trump wanted him to do. But instead of getting any of that, he is now facing possibly 9 criminal charges against him that, given his age, would mean he would probably spend the rest of his life in a prison cell. All because he decided to work for Donald Trump. This should serve as a warning to everyone else in this Trump administration. He has no loyalty to you. He will ask you to do things that are illegal, just like he has with Giuliani, just like he did with Don McGahn, according to McGahn's own testimony. And he'll eventually ask you to do the same thing too. He'll ask you to either do the illegal thing or take the fall for the illegal thing that somebody else did. If you work with him, he is going to ruin your life to save his own. So I'll end with this question to all the people who work for Donald Trump. Is it worth it? Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.